guys, it is Alexia today. Although you can't see me, you can just see my hands. And I'm going to be teaching you how to crochet! Yay! For absolute beginners. So, yeah, let's get started. You need yarn, any type of yarn, any color yarn. I'm just using this yarn just because. You need scissors. You won't be needing this today, but if you do want to keep crocheting, you would definitely need a needle. But we're not going to be using it for today. You need stitch markers. If you don't have any stitch markers, you can use an earring. And the most important part, well, the second most important part, is a hook. You will always use a hook in crocheting unless you're finger crocheting. So, without further ado, let's get into crocheting. Okay, guys, I actually might have to, take a break for a second. I think we hear the ice cream truck. Sorry about that. We did hear the ice cream truck, but it's way too far away right now. So, I'm going to get back to the video. I'm very sorry. So, we're going to start with our yarn. Alright, so what we're going to be doing is we are going to take our two fingers like this and place the yarn just like this. So the end is facing you like this. You're going to hold it with your thumb, wrap it around like this, and make an X like that. I'll show you again. You take the end of the yarn, you do a number 2 with your hands. You place it just over like that. You hold it down with your thumb and wrap it around your fingers. Don't make an X with this side, but make an X with the top of your hand and hold it like that. So now that you have an X, you're going to take the part that you just raveled. You're going to tuck it under. Oh gosh. You're going to tuck it under the first part and pull it through. While you pull it through, you're going to take your short end and your long end and just pull like that. So you made this knot. I'll show it again, but a little bit faster. So you drape it over, you'll hold it down, wrap it around like that, make an X. Now with the one that you just wrapped around, tuck it in back, pull it through, and pull it. Just like that. Now for the chain, you want to take your crochet hook. I have a 4.5 millimeter, but it doesn't really matter right now since you are just learning. You're going to put it right on your hook like this and pull the long end. So it tightens up like that. Don't do it too tight. Leave it a bit loose. Now we're going to get into actually crocheting a chain. So now you're going to go like this with your hand, and you're going to put your pointer finger under your yarn straggle like this. So it's wrapped around. I'll show you again, just like this. Now you're going to take these two fingers, your middle finger and your thumb, and you're going to hold the knot, just like this. So like that. Now, this just keeps it so it's not moving everywhere. Well, now, what you're going to do is take your hook now. It's all free, and you're going to have the hook part toward facing you like this. And you're going to go under your yarn and pull it through. Now, I usually scoot up a little bit, I'm back here, and I usually scoot up so that stays in place. Let me show you again closer. So you're going to go under the yarn, turn it, and pull it through. Also, pull with your middle finger and thumb so you can actually get through the little loop. So that's the chain. I'll go a little bit faster. You go under and pull it through. Just like that. This is how you make just a simple chain. You just go like this, and then sometimes you might be able to get faster. So that's how it's supposed to look. This is the front, this is the back. They kind of look similar. It just kind of looks like a braid with a long tail at the end. And you made your first chain. Congratulations. Now I'm going to teach you how to do a single crochet. This is like the most common crochet that most people do. So you're still in your position where your fingers tucked under. And so you also have your chain like this. So you're going to go in the second chain. So there's one right here and two right here. Don't count the chain that's on your hook. So 1, 2. You're going to go in this stitch. So you're going to place your hook inside that stitch, wrap it around, pull it through the first loop. So now you have 2 loops on your hook. You're going to wrap it around again and pull through both loops. Just like that. So it should look like kind of a weird looking knot. Now you're going to do it again, but don't go in this loop because that's a loop that you already just went in. You're going to go through the next loop, wrap it around, pull it through the first loop. So now you have 2 loops on. Wrap it around and pull it through both. Just like that. Just practice the single crochet. It'll be probably the most used crochet, the most used crochet that you'll ever learn. Because honestly, this is the most common, the most easiest crochet that you could do. And it should look like this. So you go in the loop, wrap it around, pull it through, wrap it around, pull it through, both. So I just did the whole chain, and it should look like a thick chain now. This is how it should look. And then if you want to go on the next row, you'll have to chain 1, which is just like the first thing we learned. You wrap it around and just pull it through. And then you turn your work like this. So you're facing the back, basically. And then you just keep going and going and going. And if you want to end this work and save a little tiny chain, you just cut it off, just like that, and just pull it through and pull it tight. And bam, you have a teensy tiny little chain that you made. Congratulations, beginners. Now we are going to learn another type of crocheting method, which is the magic circle. So with the magic circle, I basically do the same thing with a slip knot, which was the knot we did. You just take your hands like this, hold it down with your thumb. You're going to wrap it around, make an X right here, and then no X on top. It's actually the opposite of a slip knot. Usually with a slip knot, we don't do an X here, and we make an X here, like that. But with a magic ring, you have to make an X right there, and let them separate on top of your fingers. Now what you're going to do is take your hook, put it through the first one, grab the second one, and pull through just like that. So now you're here, and you're like, what do I do next? It's stuck onto my fingers. You're going to twist it you're going to wrap it around your hook just like this, the one that is attached to the yarn, and pull through your stitch. And then you can just take it off of your fingers. So that is the magic ring. That's how it's supposed to look. I'll do it again, but a bit faster. Alright, so you're going to have your 2 fingers. You're going to wrap it like this. Grab hold with your thumb. Wrap it around. Make an X right there. Wrap it around again. Well, not really again, but put your hook through the first loop. Grab the second loop. Pull it through. Twist it. Grab the yarn and pull it through to make a chain. And then get your fingers out there, unravel the little straggler, and then you have your magic ring. And what you do with a magic ring is you actually do single crochets, which we just learned, into the magic ring. I usually put a finger in the magic ring and hold down the straggler. I go through, grab it, and do a single crochet. And usually people do about 6 single crochets. It depends on what you're making. That's how you use a magic ring. And then you basically just pull it like that. It's pretty cool, and it is pretty magical. I'm going to teach you some other stitches you could do. So we learned the single crochet. Now we are going to learn the slip stitch. So basically, I'll go through to my second stitch, go through, grab the yarn, and for a slip stitch, you pull it through both loops, not just one. That's a slip stitch. Now I'm going to show you the double crochet stitch. I'm going to show you how to do a double crochet. So you wrap the yarn around first, you go through the next stitch, you wrap the yarn around, pull it through the first stitch, and you should have 3 loops now. Wrap it around, go through the 2 loops, the first 2 loops, wrap it around again, and go through both loops. I know that was a lot, so I'm going to show you again. Wrap it around, go through your stitch, wrap around the yarn, pull through the first loop, so you have 3, wrap the yarn around your hook, go through 2 loops, wrap it around again, and go through the last 2 loops. That is a double crochet. Now I'm going to show you a half double crochet. So you wrap it around, go through the stitch just like a double crochet, wrap it around, go through the first stitch, grab the yarn, and pull through all 3 stitches. So it basically, look what I just did right here. You do not want to do this. I just split my yarn. So that's not the full thing of yarn. That's something you do not want to do. I made a mistake.
Mistakes are part of life.
See, I just fixed it. But that's something that you do not want to do, is split your yarn, where you basically do actually split it. This is half the yarn. That other half is not on my hook. So don't do that. That is terrible. I don't like when that happens. Obviously, it's a mistake. It's happened sometimes. Try not to do that. When you want to end your work in your project, you do a slip stitch, which you go through your stitch, pull through both loops, just like that, You do a slip stitch, a chain, cut it off, and pull through just like that. And that's another piece of work I just did. And yeah, that's how you end off the work. I hope you had fun learning how to crochet, or maybe you're struggling a lot, which it takes practice. It's okay. I hope you had a great time learning how to crochet. Stay creative. Bye!